Hello, everybody. This is Dr. G. Just want to talk to you a little bit about something I saw Sylvester Stallone discussing on one of his posts. And it's a very good point. So I want to discuss it just a little bit. The way a human being is designed, we're made for challenge and struggle. Our body is designed to stay strong if it is working against some kind of a resistance. That's why weight training builds nice looking bodies, functionally strong muscle and joints, and improves health. Now, I was injured on March 3rd, 2024 in a car crash, and I was relegated to a chair or bed for an entire year. I'm a little bit mobile now. And all of my muscle is gone. I have to rebuild all of it from my head to my toes. It's all gone. It's all atrophied. Now, Sylvester Stallone comes on and he talks a lot more simply than I do. And he says, we have a lot of modern conveniences, and it's really great. Saves time, saves effort. It's also really bad. And he says, we're not made or designed to have luggage with wheels on it so we can pull it along the floor. And he has some other simple daily life activities that he's saying, they make it so convenient for you. Like nowadays, when I was a boy, I grew up on a golf course in Windsor, Ontario, and Roseland Golf Course. And there, once in a million years, you'd see some guy that was usually bad legs or too old, and he would have a cart that he rode around in. Everyone else walked, always. And a lot of the guys, they had, instead of a golf cart that they pulled with them by a handle, they carried it over one shoulder. And no regular self-respecting man would ever dream of going to a game of golf and not walking, like driving around in a cart. It's unmanly and sort of silly. It's only walking around. But that's nowadays. See, when you go to a golf course, you don't see almost anybody walking. They don't do that. They're all in carts. So now they've got AI, and AI is taken off, and everyone looks really good, but it isn't. It's useful, but as Sylvester Stallone says, and I quote him, you can put your brain in a pickle jar. Now, I'll tell you something. I came to Thailand in 2015. I taught for 3 years, and I was the teacher at an international school here in Chiang Mai. International schools are supposed to be top of the line. And I was a science teacher there for the grades 10, 11, and 12. And I asked a question. And do you know what everybody did in the class? This was grade 12. They all pulled out their phone and they looked up an answer on Google. They never thought about anything at all. No thinking involved except how to pose the question that they want the answer to on search for Google. Not a single person in that class thought. There was no thinking involved. They just go to Google and the school accepts that. So anyway, there's a caveat to that. Everybody, even me, we tend to think if we Google a question, whatever answer you get is legitimate and correct. No. Anybody can put stuff on Google. So what I do with kinesiology, I'll check. I will check with kinesiology information that comes up on Google, or information that comes from some so-called expert. So many times it has no validity at all, or this much validity and the rest is garbage, or it's completely wrong, or it's completely misleading. Most of the information on Google in the health profession has all been corrupted. It's all corrupted. If you don't believe me, call up Bob Rakowski. So on the one hand, it looks like AI. You just give AI the task; it does everything for you, but it makes you weaker and weaker, dumber and dumber. The brain is very much like a bicep or your legs. If you don't use it, it just goes downhill. It just goes downhill. That's why if you're smart, you'll do. I'm doing this myself. There are all these beautiful hand exercises that you can do with both hands at the same time, tracing opposite diagrams with your fingers, things like that. They have so many. You should look them up. And all that is to exercise your brain, exercise and create new neural nets. AI will wipe out your neural nets. It'll replace your ability to think. As Greg Braden would say, just because we can do X, Y, or Z doesn't necessarily mean we should. So I wanted to bring that to your attention. Now I'm accepting apprentices, I'm accepting students, along with my responsibilities as a healer and doctor. I'm a teacher, and I am opening that up. I've re-engaged that. I had that closed for many years. And in that class, I'll help you think, and we'll think together. And I don't ever use AI. Living knowledge is the only knowledge that I work with. And it's the only knowledge I'm ever going to work with. So you have to try to think about that. A little bit of hardship, a little bit of inconvenience, a little bit of struggle, time to actually think instead of just turning to this technology. That's really important, folks. Really, really important. And studying from people, living masters, that is how you will grow. You will not grow with AI. AI will simply do the task for you, and you will stagnate. You will go nowhere. You might make more money. If that's your objective, well, best of luck to you and God bless you. But you will not evolve. You will not grow. No. If you think you will, you're wrong. So think about it and engineer your life like I am, so that when I'm 80, 90, 100 years old, my legs still work and my body still functions and my brain is still sharp and everything is working. That's totally doable as long as you live a human life, not a computer life. So you got to think, because what they're going to do, what they are doing, they'll replace everything they can with AI. That's how they're going to get rid of people. People that they're easily replaced by machines or by some program, and then they don't need those people. They'll be exterminated, removed. You realize that? You have to realize that because you're living right in that reality now. You're living, you go to the grocery store and they got the self checkout. Yeah, so they eliminated some people. Now they didn't eliminate, they're not dead, but they're out of work. And they're doing that at all levels that can be accomplished. And as the computer system gets more advanced, more and more and more, they'll all be removed. And is that you? Where are you going to go? See, they can't replace me ever, but they can replace regular folks easily. So think about this stuff and get a hold of me. Come in, start to learn from myself, or at least pick somebody that you respect as a master with wisdom and skills and a heart and empathy and real experience of life. No machine will ever know that, ever. Even when AI becomes conscious, it'll never be a human being. So anyway, I wanted to bring that up to you. If you want a professional mentor relationship with me, get a hold of me. I'm waiting. Okay? Talk to you later. Bye-bye.